Right, the old transit clocks and the new Puma digital dash. I plugged it into forscan last night. I might do a video of that. Basically, you take the IPC file loaded in the van for this one, you copy the file to your laptop on forscan, plug this one in. It's the same plug, it's just upside down, same as that, slightly different place. But you plug this one in, throws up loads of codes because this is off 2024 Puma, a 1 litre hybrid. The van is a 2020 Transit Custom automatic. So you save the file on the computer from this, plug this in, start forscan, go to the IPC. It's the as-built file. You load the file, it shows the one you saved from that, and then write it to this, and all the codes are gone. Actually, I did have one code. The windscreen washers were empty, so so I'm gonna, once I install this now, I'm gonna go back in and I'm just gonna switch the windscreen washer off. Oh, a little tip for you: when I loaded this on, I plugged this in, I started forscan, it said, do you want to load the profile of the van, which was saved? I said yes. When I went to load the file on this, it had a security key problem, it wouldn't do it. So I had a look on Google and it said don't load the profile of the van on forscan. So I plugged forscan in, done a fresh search for the van. Then when I went to load the IPC file, it loaded absolutely fine. So there we are. Anyway, today's task, you can see the brackets on the Transit slightly different. So I've done a bit of Googling. Basically, I've got to butcher this. You cut these tabs off. I don't know whether to use a grinder or so. And these, you've got to, because they've got these pegs on, you've got to cut the pegs off. And I did make a little stencil, so it's the same shape as this. I don't know if you can see my Sharpie line, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the pegs off, get a grinder and just cut it across there and cut these off, probably to save getting close to this screen. Probably use like a hacksaw, junior hacksaw or something. So I'm going to give it a trim and then carry on the video. There it is. I used a cutting disc on a grinder. So cut through there, cut through there. Apparently I've got to elongate the holes a little bit, so I'm gonna, and these I just used the old junior hacksaw, and I didn't want to mark the screen, so I put some tape on it, sanded them. So I don't know if I've cut enough off, but I'm going to try it in the van and see how much I got to elongate these holes. I did make a stencil from that last night, and I don't know if you can see my Sharpie dot there. Apparently that's going to be the middle of the new holes, which is slightly lower, but I'm going to offer it up to the van and see what it looks like. Right, what I found is I had to drill new holes, so you can see there. What I did was use a 3.5mm drill, and as a guide I put it against this ridge. So I went through that. Come on, focus. I put it against the ridge to go through, which was on that one. So then I used a 6mm drill then to drill through, but the screw's going to catch because of this ridge here. I had to grind the ridge away there and there, and also found when I cut these off, they had to go a lot flatter. So I've just I put a sanding disc on the grinder now and feathered it. Now I've been in engineering for 40 years, so I'm pretty good with a sander, but if you go through there, it's fucked. You'll have it coming out of there, so be careful. Right, I'm gonna stick it in the van. Just took the tape off and noticed with all my cutting, it's put dust inside the screen. So easy enough to do. That screw, pop all the clips out, that comes off. So I've got to clean the screen now. Well, clocks are in. Actually, I didn't have to sand that down as much as I thought, look, because when you do the clocks up with the two screws, You see one there, and in all fairness, it's pretty tight. Yeah. So I put the cowl on and hope it covers the gap. Apparently there is a slight gap on them, so I'll have a look now. Just in case there's a gap, I put some black tape on there. What I'm doing is getting it ready. Just turn the sticky part inside out, so hoping it'll close the gap. We'll have a go now. Alright, there was a bit of a faff to get the cowl in, but it was a bit tight, so I had to give it a good push. That side clicked in alright, but there we are. The screws were tight going in, so I drill those holes 7mm, not 6s, and it'll be better. Oh, there we are, it's all on. I am getting an error code though. That windscreen washer fluid. I'll switch that off now in forscan. Just have to rely on the old empty. There we are, all working. All the buttons working. I'll see if I can change the Puma now that comes on. In. It doesn't come on very long, but there we are. There we are. Digi dash. Does all the usual shit. Oh, calm screen, so it'll all go. Hard blue range, trip computer. Bullshit. Average miles per gallon. There we are. And when you turn, when you do the modes now, look. You can do normal mode, or you go eco mode, and then the screen colour changes a bit. It's like a lighter blue now, isn't it? Because you're in eco mode, the feathers lit down the bottom. So put it back to normal. Digital rev counter, look. Speed is the same. When you turn it off, you get the and on the screen now we turn it off and you get ST performance on the screen. Trying to put that on there, but it won't have it. I did have the Puma on it. I'm sure when you turn it on, the Puma flashes up. I can't change it. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, Puma, see? Bastard he is. Get off my screen. I want Ford ST. Doors open. There we are. Cool. I got rid of the Puma. We got ST now. Up there as well, look. Ah.